The struggle in Lebanon is not about domestic politics. It is about domestic politics as part of a much larger regional picture. Is Lebanon still an Arab state in the core of the Sunni Arab world? Or is Lebanon being sucked into the Iranian Shiite sphere of influence? We, like the Saudis, the Egyptians and Jordanians, want to keep Lebanon part of the Arab world. Israel now is a strange partner of the Sunni Arabs against the Shiites and the Iranians. But this alliance that we have with Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan against Iran and Shiite influence is an alliance that I call an alliance of anxiety. The Saudis, the Egyptians, and the Jordanians are not nearly as confident as the Iranians and Hezbollah are about the future. Listen to how Ahmadinejad speaks. Listen to Nasrallah. This air, this aura of self-assurance. Time is on our side. This is Shiite time. The Sunnis are in retreat. And they are hardly as confident and self-assured as the Iranians and their allies are. So Israel's allies in this regard, as I say, an alliance of anxiety, a rather weak reed. They can rely on Israel to stand up to Iran, I think a lot more than Israel can rely on them to do the same.
סגן שר החוץ דני אילון לחץ את ידו של הנסיך הסעודי טורקי אל-פייסל במהלך כנס ביטחון שהתקיים במינכן שבגרמניה. אילון התנגד לפיצול הפאנל נוכח הטענה כי הנסיך הסעודי סירב לשבת עמו בפאנל, וכך נולדה לחיצת היד הדרמטית.
Well, since Mr. Turki Al-Faisal called into question my integrity, then I would offer something which is very simple. If indeed it wasn't him who objected to my being here together with him, I would welcome him to shake my outstretched hand right here. And if it's too difficult for you to come up here, I will come down to you. Would you be willing to do that? Very good. There is a chance, there is a chance. Good, I'm very glad.
מהי עמדתכם באשר לסעודיה? האם היחסים שלכם עם סעודיה השתפרו, והאם יש שיתוף פעולה בין המדינות?
יש לנו הרבה אינטרסים משותפים שאנחנו יכולים לקדם אותם בכלכלה, במדיניות, בתפיסות אזוריות. אני גם מאמין שסעודיה רואה כמונו שיש סכנה גדולה מאוד מהתפשטות הטרור על ידי גורמים קיצוניים. ואני מצפה שהמשטר הסעודי, כמו משטרים אחרים, יפעלו נגד כוחות מסוכנים אלה.
No wonder that none other than David Ben-Gurion and Moshe Sharet Chertok met senior Saudi advisors in London in the 30s of the last century, seeking in vain a dialogue. Ben-Gurion told Hafiz Wahaba, a senior royal court advisor, an Egyptian by the way, all the court advisors of the Ibn Saud were non-Saudis, for reasons I'm sure you will understand, that only King Ibn Saud was capable of effecting a historic rapprochement between the Arabs and the Jews of Palestine. This is what Ben-Gurion said to Wahaba. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, the Saudis never really helped the Palestinian Arab population in Palestine, either with financial aid, and they have a few finances at their disposal, as you might guess, or significant military support. Successive Saudi peace plans culminated in the Saudi initiative of Crown Prince, now King Abdullah, promoting a permanent settlement of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And may I remind you that the original Saudi plan made no mention at all of the Arab refugee issue. I wonder why. This was realpolitik in its purest form. Less than a month ago, Prince Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, stated publicly that the policy of the realm in the Middle East could be summed up in two words: security and stability. Security within, and stability without. Ladies and gentlemen, does this not mirror exactly what Prime Minister Netanyahu is seeking? Kahanov reveals in his book that during the Second World War, two Saudi princes, both kings of King Ibn Saud, the founder of the dynasty, were treated in Hadassah Hospital on Mount Scopus. One, Prince Mansour, later became the first Minister of Defense of the kingdom. The second wrote a glowing letter of thanks to the hospital on Royal House official news notepaper, praising the treatment he received from the doctors and nurses at the time. His name was Fahd, who later became king in 1985 and was the immediate predecessor of the current monarch who mounted the throne in 2002. Now, none of these two medical patients could have gone to Hadassah without the express approval of Ibn Saud. There are numerous items in the book proving that the Saudis never supported the Palestinian cause with money or arms. Ibn Saud viewed the Palestinian national movements as potential threats to stability in the region. And King Abdallah of today now seeks a swift end to the Palestinian problem as he accepts Israel's legitimacy.